hungry?
Here they go.
Now what's your plan, mate?
Find a weapon and steal a ship.
Que Dios nos ayude. No me gusta la pinta de esa tormenta que se acerca.
Parece que se está desviando al oeste, hacia el Golfo. Quizá estemos a salvo.
Reload from the last checkpoint. We got restart. God.
Now what's your plan, mate?
Find a weapon and steal a ship.
Que Dios nos ayude. No me gusta la pinta de esa tormenta que se acerca.
Parece que se está desviando al oeste, hacia el Golfo. Quizá estemos a salvo.
Soldier!
Unlucky lads.
Alright, that was a bad sign of me getting pushed off and getting caught.
Now what's your plan, mate?
Find a weapon and steal a ship.
Que Dios nos ayude. No me gusta la pinta de esa tormenta que se acerca.
Parece que se está desviando al oeste, hacia el Golfo. Quizá estemos a salvo.
Reload again.
Now what's your plan, mate?
Find a weapon and steal a ship.
Que Dios nos ayude. No me gusta la pinta de esa tormenta que se acerca.
Parece que se está desviando al oeste, hacia el Golfo. Quizá estemos a salvo.
There we go. Okay, let's get some of these my weapons back.
We're stealing a brig. Hey, take what you need.
Won't be a minute.
Nice. Leather armor.
There's many prisoners held on this ship. Set them free, and they'll sail with us, no questions.
Alright, let's go get them.
So that's the idea then. Free what men we can, then find a fast ship to flee in.
Aye, there's a brig in the fleet. I'll make my way through.
The weather, these waters are getting bad, man. Here, you men ready?
There's a catch to this
There's a
favor.
catch.
You're sailing with me.
I'd follow you to hell for this, mate.
Get on this ship.
¡Eso ni lo sueñes, canalla! ¡Tú, quieto! ¡No eres tan...
Come on, lads. If we're to drown today, it won't be here.
¡Alto ahí, maldita sea!
Yeah, Kira.
Preparaos para partir. Casi tenemos encima la tormenta.
There's a brig nearby just waiting for us to take her.
¡No te pero qué pasará!
Voy a ir a lo más alto. Esto es una locura.
Calma.
¡Alto! ¡Sangra! ¡Rápido! ¡Está ahí!
¡Deja de retorcerte, pirata! ¿Me entiendes?
We're going topside. Be ready.
¡Rápido, por el amor de Dios!
Lay aboard, lads.
Save your singing for Davy Jones, you jagabats! It's a hard wind coming!
The man speaks true. You lot weigh anchor. As for the rest, half on the foremast and half of the main. Let's outrun this hurricane. Watch on those galleons. See they don't give us trouble.
They won't! Far too slow for this weather! Give the orders, sir! Pass it hand, sir!
Let's keep going.
Bark any orders you think wise, mate. We're up against it here.
These men know their place. They'll see us home.
Incoming fire! Brace for impact! Artillery firing!
Look out, man!
I see it.
Gotta stop time!
Raise!
Water spout! Steer clear of that thing! Water spout, man! Stay away!
It's not looking good.
Steady as she goes!
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Refit, all top!
Run around.
Give me more sail! Huge swell! Larboard!
Oh, shit. We did it.
By God, we pulled this one straight from the teeth of Neptune. I'm Edward. Much thanks for your aid back there.
Adewale.
Ever been to Nassau, Adewale?
Not yet.
By God, she took some knocks, didn't she? I think I'll keep her. All hands aft, lads! We're taking this one home! I've made my choice, Ad. I'm calling her the Jackdaw. A sly bird I loved as a child back in Swansea.
A dark little creature, no?
Did it rub you wrong when I took this brig as mine own?
It was the sort of rub I have learned to endure, sailing among faces of such fairness.
It's true. Most of these men wouldn't accept you as a captain. So what fair role would complement such unfairness?
I'll be your quartermaster. Nothing less.
All right. And as quartermaster, have you any immediate counsel for this Tyro captain?
Rest and repast would do us good before Nassau. Water for drinking. Hunting for food and repairs.
Well reasoned, sir. Hunting it shall be. We'll find a decent place to drop anchor. I spied a few items in the hold earlier. Powder and a few pistols. Think I'll fashion a second holster if I can.
It's a good start.
One you find laughable.
Could we talk a moment about the...
What was I was gonna get? Yeah.
What's the trouble?
I had a walk about the gun deck this morning, and couldn't stand for what I saw. A clutter of linstocks heaps like tinder, and one with a slow
Hold on. Reading our database. The Sage. Asturgo's archives contain a few references to a man called the Sage, or a Sage, but they are few and far between. Each sitting seems to refer to a different person living in a virtually different time and location. The earliest example was found on a Samoan tablet in cuneiform script, while the latest arrives only as a footnote in one of the Runnos tour's own journals dated January 1704. In all, according to the Asturgo's existing research, 7 different sages seem to have grasped the world's stage in the past 1,200 years, but the real number is unlikely higher. Perhaps the strangest aspect connecting each of these variety sightings is the fact that in every case refers you Descriptions of each stage are remarkably similar, so similar in fact that one would be faulted for assuming they were talking about a single immortal man, however, and two of the seven sections exploiting mention is made of their death and burial. Are we therefore dealing with some bizarre from a reincarnation, or some simpler explanation that equips us at present? More research is required. Adewale, born 1692, born to enslave or parents in your Adewale was sold to the owners of a prosperity plantation before his teens. He remained on his plantation work the field until his mid-teens, always coming up of way to escape his predicaments, but uneasy with the prospect of living life as a fugitive. Then fortune struck, giving Adewale the sign he needed at some point near his 16th birthday. A group of burglars raided the plantation, robbing it of raw cane, refined sugar, and as many as they could find. Seeing in this an opportunity, how they want to grab a canary of sugar and all is aboard one of the longboats. The buccaneers were ashore, surprised to see a slave among them. Burglars were nevertheless thankful for the aid and welcome Ade sailed with his first group of men for many years, quickly learning the ways of a sea man, grateful for the chance to develop his own skills and chase his own passion. And though his life was not free of the usual country of there, they found the prejudice to be more confrontational, restrictive. In 1750, misfortune struck a cruel blow when the ship board struck a hollow sandbar near the port of Havana. The frigates, mostly British at the time, tried desperately to free the trapped vessel, but after catching sight of the approaching Spanish galleon, the ship only to be torn apart, schools of sugar full short. Ade made peace with his fate and stood his ground, taken to Havana for questioning and inspection. Spanish authorities eventually decided to send Adewale to Spain, where they felt he would make an exception in interpret. Owing to his volley command of Spanish, English, and French, some weeks later, they loaded him into one of the galleons that made up their personal treasure convoy. Unknown. Almost nothing is known about El Toro, but the shark, outside what we have seen from his limits with the life of Evergreen, his unwavering loyalty to his employer, Guillermo Toronzo, could possibly indicate some familiar connection, but there is no benefit. Speculate of his sword we have any interest in learning more about this silent sentinel, our best bet would be to locate a descendant of Toros himself and work our way back through the government's life until we find a usual comfort of coverage. But apart from this, I doubt we'll have any luck. 1682, nephew of the John G. Dale and took to the sea at a young age, eventually joining him in a few skirmishes during the War or Spanish Succession, fighting on the side of the French and by proxy on behalf of King Philip of Spain. Delcassi's skills as a gunner improved rapidly even as he grew up in delusion with the monarchy and its obsession with lineage and breeding of overall television skills. In 1704, ordered by his superior officer to join his uncle and hundreds of French troops in what would become known as the Battle of Milka. Instead to desert his post and seek his fortune in the New World. At first he threw in with slave traders in Africa and for a year made a honest profit on the virtue, but he was never comfortable with the cruelty and to astonish the job required, so departed for the West Indies in search of yet avoid another voyage. For the next 10 years, Delcassi from the West Indies as a hired gun, working for whomever at that point in confidence to pay him every price, the value of intelligence and skills over mere and breeding. Delcassi eventually found his way into the company of Leonard Charles of Cuba, with whom he found a friend of a confidence. Leonard Torazzo, born in Havana, but raised in Montreal, Spain. Leonard was of noble stock, the son of Thomas Torazzo and Alvaro del Conte Casayato. He joined the Spanish army in his late teens and he was later appointed as governor of Spain territories in Florida, a port he held from 1693 to 1699. He then returned to Europe to participate in the Spanish War of Succession. In 1708, he was appointed as the governor of Cuba, a post he held for 3 years until he was accused and arrested for corruption. He was acquitted of those charges, however, and managed to win a re-election bid. In 1713, during his time in Cuba, he made many lasting improvements to the city, fortifying the island's defense and kickstart the production of tobacco there. He remained in government until 1716, after which point he retired and devoted his life to cherishful factions such as a building hospitals, hard guy to hate with all, cherishful zealots, hard guy to hate for the same reason. Let's dig a little deeper on this guy. Maybe he has a secret. Or alright. Born in 1679 in England, Woods Rogers was born into money to a seafaring family with deep roots in both Foley in Bristol, England. His early life was a picture of industriousness and ambition, and by the age of 18, he was an apprentice. Upon his father's death at sea in 1706, Woods inherited his family's Prosperity Shipping Company, which he took to manage with great precision between 1704 and 1707. Rogers' fortune and family grew, and by the time he was 27, his marriage to Sarah Whetstone had produced one son and two daughters. By the end of 1707, however, his business had suffered great losses by raiding French forces, giving Roger the idea to recoil through dreadful losses himself. Knocking about Bristol in search of a partner for his endeavors, he soon found himself in the company of William Dimple, an old friend and unlucky captain who suggested setting out on a privateer expedition, one that would range far and wide about the New World. In 1708, Roger made the necessary arrangements and set out as captain of his own vessel on a difficult voyage that would last over 3 years. Along his courage, Rogers met with many success and failures. In 1709, of the western coast of South America, he found a rescue a Moor sailor by the name of Alexander Segarra, a sailor who had spent nearly 4 years living in isolation, and who would serve as the inspiration for the book Robbers and Corsair just a few years later. Soon after Segarra recovered, Rogue's fleet engaged an enemy vessel Rogers' fleet engaged an enemy vessel open combat, a skirmish that earned him a pistol shot to the left side of his face, and a meagle help neither wounded was enough to remove him from command, however, and he continued serving as captain until his return to England in late 1711. To commemorate this return, he had operation to remove the offending bullet from his upper palate. This guy is incredible. Can we make an entire film about him? Now, in poor health but high spirits, Woods set about writing his memories upon their public few years. They were an intimidated success and proved a great source of income, but his believed glory has offset by the death of his son, a tragic compound some months later by his wife's decision to leave him. Also at this time, Rogers was sued by former shipmates for alleging ordering goods and money plundering from enemy vessels. Rogers assembled a defense, but lost the case. In 1713, itching to return to sea, he organized passage to Madagascar, claiming to be a merchant in the slave trade, but with the intended purpose of recontrolling the rumors pirate colonies established there. When he arrives in Madagascar after a month of hard sailing, he found that the legends of the pirate town Libertato had been exaggerating. 100-fold. The pirate in Madagascar were sickly and desperate for help. After spending a few years... Hey, shush! Shush your mouth, mate! Shut your mouth. Home to several indigenous tribes, the Peninsula was colonized by Spain. Some decided after Pildo explored the peninsula in 1513 during the Age West Indies privacy. Spanish treasure ships that would sail up to the Gulf Stream on their journey back to Consuelo, Florida, therefore becoming a natural point of attack for pirates and the Florida's key basin. Alright. Shut your mouth, bitch. As colonial governments expanded their duties in the cities, they are offered operate in an order manner as a result of it. What's the next ship?
Still burning.
Christ.
And just nearby, 2 barrels of gunpowder, closer than man and wife. Fit to explode at the touch of a spark.
We'll stow ours good and proper.
As for the cannons, they might as well be tossed. Clogs touch holes in need of scraping, corrosion on the bodies, barrel swabs as naked as knives, and breech ropes so rotten, I could use them for knitting yarn. The short of it is, we need good equipment kept in fine condition. But we cannot win every battle with snares and shout. So worry about your own armaments when it suits you. But don't forget about your jacket.
Animus fragments. Kick. 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 Sit your ass down. Let me check what's here. Shut your mouth. No, you ain't. As my employer, I must say something, for it was owing to his connexus that I came to find such trouble dealing. Peter Peckwood was a man of great charisma and prodigy. In 1662, he had come to Jamaica, and in just 10 years had fast procured himself a suitable portion of land, which he sought with Cain as early as he was able. Upon my coming into his orbit, he claimed all about him one of the largest private holdings of land in all the world, were only kings and emperors for his large. This same surplus applied to the number of slaves in his employ, whereas he had arrived in Jamaica with a complement of 3. He now owns the better part of 300. A shallow and reckless man of business, Mr. Beckford was known also to be subject to a Templar of colonial power. Wrath, fury, and intimate were his primary means of setting arrangements that could not be concluded in Mr. Beckford's intimidated favor. He was, however, always kind to me and as gracious a man as one could hope to an employer to be, but this I put down to my status. In his eyes, he was a traditional man with a respected for rank and breeding. In early times, he had been the government director of the island, and through a statement no longer upon my arrival, he found all the signs of a man who felt it as natural duties to lead. Further, his political connections he valued as deeply as his sugar and the money he brought him. And it was in this capacity, following the arrival of Spanish soldiers, that I met the man who would change my life for the wars forever. A young man named Leonidas Tarasio. Interesting. This is news wherever these writings are. Lapa Lapa.
Ahoy, Captain. Find what you need.
My needs and wants are oceans apart, mate. But I did fashion myself a new holster. All I need now is a pistol to lie in.
Yeah. Taken from the holes, just as it says.
Little more than a blowpipe. But it'll do. So, are we rested? Or should we idle a while longer?
Best way anchor. I think the crew is itching to reach civilizations.
You'll find no civilization in Nassau. But it's a fine place to be merry all the same.
Let's move!
Where are we heading to? Nassau.
Loose and trim too!
Unfurl aloft! Man your sheets!
Farewell and adieu to you, Spanish ladies. Farewell and adieu to you, ladies of Spain. For we received orders for to sail for old England, and we may never see you, fair ladies.
Already I under to the whales of the sea. Could I get Carvalho in the whale lady? Lady say.
Go on, Captain
Nasa
Queernose. Tell me I'm under arrest. Tell me!
Them your breads.
Fly away, boyo! Back to your master!
Aye. We was privateers together before the wars ended. I'll see you ashore.
Physician just set up that.
Well met, sir. How fare ye? Am I missing something? It's all.
quack, 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 quack. Quack, 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 quack.
Immoral drunken sot! Watch yourself! What a strange...
Damn. Quack, quack, quack. Quack, 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 quack. Sheets. Sheets of valuable paper.
I'm willing to drop the price of anything and everything. When you buy from me, rest assured,
No, fuck! It fucked up. He literally looked at it and didn't say nothing. There we go. Shut up, bro. Not going out there. You just got your freaking medicine for your freaking fleas you just got off and you've been costing money. You're not going out there. Now, I shit. No! Oh, yes! Lucky. That was lucky. Oh my goodness.
My word. I'm not going to tolerate this abuse. Well now, what did that mean?
I'm not certain that's permitted.
Yeah. Chop. Get over here. Why are you being like that? Go right there. No! 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 You'll not.
Hold there!
Manuscript. Ancient Mayan codex still extant, currently being held in Dressrosa, Dresden. Once owned briefly by the wealthy plantation owner Peter Pepper, which is crazy. Where did he get these papers? Interesting.
Stop there. You can't
There we go.
Halt! Let's have a word. I can get him from here!
A Map of the World by Abraham Archela, creator of what may consider to be the first world atlas, once a part of Peter's Pickford collection.
Intelligent thing you have to say to each other? Huh, Meg, I've a mind to be sending you both on your merry ways. God forbid any form of sense should creep into either of your heads. Is that the most intelligent thing you have to say to each other?
No longer so conscious.
Hi.
the moment. Prepare your coffin.
And it's published in the 16th century by Athenians. Kicker throw to the view from the collection of Beck. Yeah, reading your chat. I don't know who this is, but what's up? Please subscribe to my channel. Yeah, cool. Alright, let's see here. Alright, let's go here. I need to go do these contracts. Yeah, I have played it, yeah. I don't play Dragon Ball Z like that. I'm a One Piece fan. I like One Piece more than I do Dragon Ball. No offense. I'm a One Piece fan. I like One Piece. I love the anime. I love One Piece. It's one of my favorite animes. I grew up with. That's the anime I grew up with. I was born in 2000. I watched it when I was 6 years old. I grew up watching One Piece, so that's just what I grew up with. One Piece and Naruto. I tried getting. I've watched all of Dragon Ball, but it's alright. It's just kind of my type of anime, you know. But it's alright. I watched a new one too. It's pretty alright. I'm caught up on all the episodes of that anime. It's pretty alright.
Too much of the layered liquor.
Oh, you seen that movie? Was it pretty good?
Don't lose sight of him. Have a clear shot.
Well, I'm not interested. I'm just gonna tell you, I'm actually, if I'm your type, I'm actually in a relationship, so we could just be friends, but it's good to meet you. Alright, let's see. Oh, okay. That's good. Taken from the possibly connection to Emperor Raphael the second from first. That's good. That's good to know. About to head out to another country in a while, so it won't be on for a while. What do you mean? What kind?
You! Let me out of here!
We got the manuscript, another one. Let's go. Columbus map. He always thought the world was flat. No, thank you. A map of the world once used by the navigator Christopher Columbus, taken from the I don't do money business with it. I know what you're trying to do, and I don't do business like that. Especially with people who like to scam people. So I highly recommend you get out of my stream. Or I report your account. Actually banned you from Yeah, I'm on your channel. You only have 5 subscribers. Yeah, I'm on your channel. You only have 5 subscribers. Yeah, I'm on your channel. You only have. An artist and an illustrator like to travel in universe and explore art. They are streaming. There's no way. We're not even that big. No, thank you. Thanks for the offer, though. I'm about to end this stream. Hold on, bro. I'm about to end this stream, so I can talk to you. Ooga booga boo. Ooga booga boo.
Oi! Stand still.